Went in the room, didn't stay long. Looked on the bed, my child was dead. Oh, Lordy, now trouble so hard. Oh, Lordy, trouble so hard.
Black Pearl Sings is a collection of true stories that will be brought to life at Dock Street Theater downtown, centered around a Gullah woman from South Carolina's Sea Islands. Award-winning actor Crystin Gilmore will be starring as the title role, and she joins us with more now. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So as a classically trained actor, and you work in New York, you live in New York, coming to Charleston, it's kind of a homecoming for you in a way. So tell us a little bit more about your history here in Charleston.
Absolutely. Charleston is like a second home to me. I did an internship with Charleston Stage many years ago, and I was able to hone in on my skills and also develop friendships that you need in this business and training to just be my best self. So coming back here, I can't tell you what time it is, but I've done so many shows prior to this one with Charleston Stage.
And tell us more about this particular performance, Black Pearl Sings. So it sounds like a wonderful stories that a lot of people can relate to here in the Low Country.
Absolutely. It's set in Hilton Head. Pearl, Alberta Pearl Johnston, the character that I play, she is a lady with roots here. She finds herself in a Texas prison, and a woman named Susanna, who is a musical historian, is looking for songs. So you'll hear a lot of, it's a play with music, not a musical. So I always feel like those can be a little deeper, but it also has a lot of layers of humor. And the beauty of two women, it's a two-person show, who are on that journey to get something from one another, all while finding themselves in the process.
Is the music original, or are these songs that come from the Sea Islands?
They come from the Sea Islands, and one of them literally comes from Africa, from Sierra Leone. So it has a basis, and that's Susanna's goal, to find a song that comes from prior to slavery times. And she wants something straight from the continent. And she doesn't know if Pearl has that or not. And Pearl wants something from Susanna, help getting out of jail. The story sounds fascinating for one thing, but I would imagine that there's many poignant moments within that story, and especially between two women. Was there anything that really jumped out at you, that struck you personally? In this production, Susanna and Pearl, it's not very often that you have two women who have a story about betterment. Not only that, about struggle, independence. They become friends or friendly in a way, and all while telling a story that they want to stay true to their own lineage and culture, and sprinkling in some humor in there. There's a lot of humor.
When is this set? When does this take place?
1930. So 1933, and a couple months as the time goes by.
Oh, interesting. Now, you've played many different roles. Tell us a bit more about some of the roles that you've played, and just how you have to kind of change your mindset or immerse yourself in those characters. Because I would think in Pearl's case, you would certainly have to immerse yourself and have a knowledge of kind of where she comes from, but you've been in Hairspray, you've been in Chicago, you've been in all the wonderful shows, plays, musicals.
Those are the fun ones. This one is too. It's deeper. It's got depth to it. I always say that great actors find their living, and in their living they tell that story. So from your life experiences that you may feel like is the worst day you've ever had, you may be able to tap into that character that you're reading and bring them off the page. I get to do that with Pearl. It's almost like therapy. You get to hide your secrets behind somebody else. The same with Mamma Mia. You know, I played Rosie. Rosie is the comic relief, and she is hilarious. And I remember when I had love for a man that didn't love me. I remember those days. And you bring those experiences and you put them on that stage so other people can relate and see themselves. And that's what I'm hoping people walk away from, seeing themselves in this show.
And that's what's going to really resonate with Low Country audiences, because especially people who have lived here for so many years, they breathe it, they see it, they know the history, and then to see it on stage, I think is going to be a really fulfilling experience. So this is very exciting for our audiences here. So Black Pearl Sings, it's going to be at the Dock Street Theater. There's also going to be a talkback on March 13th.
That's right.
And so you're going to actually be joined by the playwright, director. So it's going to be a wonderful evening where people can learn even more.
Absolutely. And I want people to come, not only to that show, come to all of them, but your presence makes a difference.
That's wonderful. I want to thank you so much for joining us.
You.
We're back after this.